This is the After Party, live with Kim McAllister. Pick a couch, grab a drink, and settle into the conversation.
Hey everybody, it is the After Party Live. Here we are on a Hide in Your Cave Monday. And boy, is it been a Hide in Your Cave Monday for me, I'll tell you. I'm so glad that you're here, and thank you for waiting. And I love the conversation you're having about old movies and robots and all kinds of fun stuff in the chat. Pardon me. Just to let you know that Mark and Courtney are indeed getting Mark checked out. So if you're worried about him, that is happening. And I don't have a lot more information than that at this point. But when I know anything, you'll know it as well, because we kind of live out loud here on this show. And I'm sure he's okay, but I'm a little worried about him. So you must be too, after him leaving, because he won't leave the show unless he's really in a bad way. So that's what has me concerned. Plus, we had so many good guests on tap today. I know he wouldn't check out of Sarah Kenzier and David Schuster unless he was really feeling poorly. Here is a question from Tesla de Paris. How can anyone do work in a Hawaiian island? There was a massive storm last weekend again. Yeah, it was Hurricane Lala, right? It came in and flooded a bunch of stuff. Those Hawaiians are resilient, I will say that. Yeah, given the damage, it would be hard to work. But also, it would be hard to work in Hawaii just because there's always so much to do, unless you had a little work stand on the beach. He's just, I don't know. He's just started feeling lightheaded, so he's getting checked out. Yeah. A reaction to a vaccine. I don't know. Perhaps. I don't know. We'll see. Lala was last week. Another storm just visited the area. Oh, I was unaware. All right. Well, here is what I am aware of. Let's talk about what I do know, because this humanoid robot, has managed to break a human record. He's a wickedly fast robot. His name is Lightning, and he's made by this Chinese company named Honor. And Lightning hit a peak speed of 14.5 meters per second during a test run. This Chinese humanoid robot on Saturday ran a 100-meter sprint in 9.32 seconds. And that is faster than the world record set by Jamaican legend Usain Bolt. A 100-meter sprint in 9.32 seconds. Crazy. Lightning is one of 2,000 robots involved in the second World Humanoid Robot Games in Beijing. What a difference last time to this time. You can see how much better they're getting, and they're getting better fast. This is not taking the time that I thought it would, because at first these robots were clumsy, and there still are some clumsy robots, kind of tripping over themselves, being maybe too top heavy. When you push them down, they can't get up, this type of thing. This is a fast robot. This Lightning robot sprint on Saturday was 0.26 seconds faster than Bolt's world record. Bolt did it in 9.58 seconds. The robot did it in 9.32 seconds. Yikes. There was another robot at these games who cleared 2.88 meters at the standing high jump, which is higher than the 2.45 meter world record set by an athlete from Cuba in 1993, Javier Sotomayor. The humanoid robots, that most of them are produced in China. They're the world's largest producer of these things. And we now have a he who shall not be named banned imports of these humanoid robots into the United States now. They say they're risky. There's some kind of threat to national security. China's upset. They're opposing the limits put on these robots. I don't know what you want to think about that, but here's what I do. Here's what I do know. I do know that they're getting really good at the humanoid part of these humanoid robots. Check this out. I have the video of Lightning running this race. Let's see if I can rewind it just a little bit. Take a look. so fast. I got that from a Chinese website. Yeah, crazy fast. Just amazing. The technology and the way it's increasing so fast. Um, don't blink. Yeah, don't blink. The race is over. Zero Sum says most humans can do a 4-minute mile if trained for enough time. No, not me. I like robot battles in battle bots, says Nullifidian. Yeah. Wes says I got my robot before the ban went into place. I was lucky. How's that going for you? Are you using your robot? Does he like hang out around the house and do stuff for you? What's happening with that? I want a robot update if I can get one. Yeah, I do have them. Oh, do I have the video of them running into the wall? I don't have that one. But if you have a link, you can send it to me and I will look it up. Um, all right. I do have another story though that I wanted to share with you, and this is, if you want to call her a replacement, a part two for Shadow after the passing of Jackie. Now we have this new female in the nest. A little twisted head shot there of Katie. It used to be KD1, and they've now renamed her Katie, Kaydee, Katie. This is her inspecting the camera. She was seen in the nest helping Shadow arrange some sticks there, so she's moved right in. Uh-huh. We call her the new friend in Big Bear Valley, who seems to have swept in and taken over Jackie's spot. The website, Big Friends of Big Bear Valley, on Friday showed Shadow appearing to look content while looking out over the lake, and Katie was spotted toward the lower part of the tree, making all kinds of noise. And then she was spotted again on the forest's twin pine trees, which have become her preferred perching spot, and is getting to know the area. So Sunday morning, the pair greeted each other with a song, and it looks like she's keeping an eye on Shadow. Ah. She appears to have found the camera, you can see here in the nest, or at least a reflection on the lens, tilting her head in curiosity. She's a bit of a ham, this one. She likes the camera. She likes the shot. They arranged some sticks in the nest on Sunday afternoon as well. And then she was spotted on the in the nest early this morning. And then after a few minutes flew away, leaving a few feathers behind. So is she the new partner, Katie, this banded female bald eagle spotted in Big Bear Valley in the nest after the death of Shadow's former partner, Jackie? We'll see. She was banded as part of the Orange County Water District's work to track eagles in this area. And the band that she carries is meant to help biologists track and monitor these birds over time. She has a black spot on her head, might not be permanent. They say it's possible not all of her white feathers have come in, or it could be some kind of tree sap or dirt. They don't know why. She has 2 small bands on her legs, one metal band. The other is lavender with her name, KD1, on it, her old name. And she's almost 5 years old, so the biologists say she is just about ready to mate. And she's been seen inspecting the nest and hanging out near Shadow. Too early to know if she and Shadow will be mates now. They say the full bald eagle nesting season lasts over 6 months. And the Friends of Big Bear Valley is tracking the nesting season, which begins on September 1st. The eggs are normally laid in January. So that's what we have. New lady moving in. Didn't take long either, did it? You see this story? I've heard the word before. I don't know if I've ever actually seen one. That's a kinkajou. No, it's not a cartoon character. It's a kinkajou. This kinkajou was wandering around outside of a business in Texas. This is an exotic animal native to Central and South America. And this kinkajou was wandering around in Texas trying to find shelter from the summer heat. The police were called out on report of an unusual animal described as either a monkey or a small kangaroo. The person who saw it had no idea what it was. Kinkajous are also called honey bears. They're sometimes mistaken for primates. They're actually more closely related to raccoons. The people at the police department, the North Richland Hills Police Department, says we didn't have this on our bingo card for day shift patrol. Officer Davis helped out this little creature who was awfully hot in the Texas heat. They ID'd the animal as a kinkajou, and the lieutenant did some research, found that kinkajous are small tree-dwelling animals or mammals that are native to the rainforests of Central and South America. They said, we all know this is not a rainforest, so anyone missing a kinkajou? That's what they said. Yeah. Poor kinkajou. Come on now. Yeah, they're trying to keep this animal from getting too overheated and taking it in. It sure attracted some attention, though. Aw, I have a video. If I can stop the video, I have a video to show. I think I can show it to you of what happened with the kinkajou. Here. Hold on. Let me try that again. I think I have it. Will it work? Will it work? Nope. Nope. It's just my profile. Now it won't work. Oh man. I'm sorry. It was a sweet video of him scooping up the kinkajou. I'm sorry that I can't show it. So there's the kinkajou. You can see the picture of it. So sweet. And it looks like the kinkajou is now it had some burns on its paws from the hot concrete, and it was taken to the North Richland Hills Animal Services Center, and then it was transferred to the Nature's Edge Wildlife and Reptile Rescue Center. So it's getting the care that it needs, although they still haven't figured out whose kinkajou is it, where does it belong. I don't think it should be legal to have one of these creatures. Nope. Mm-mm. Here's something amazing. Would you look at all those sunflowers? They hold this contest, or this I would say contest. It's more of a festival in Japan, and it's called the Zama Sunflower Festival. And every year, people gather in this field outside Tokyo to celebrate sunflowers. More than 500,000 flowers in bloom for this 2-day festival. They've got music and refreshments and entertainment, and of course, lots of picture ops with the sunflowers. So many. It's in the Kanagawa prefecture in Japan. You can see, I have another picture too. You can see relative to the people, and look at how far back it goes, just sunflower after sunflower, and they're so beautiful. There's one picture of all these people getting their photos taken in the middle of the sunflowers. Yeah. I mean, it's just beautiful. I have another picture for you. This is so cute. What a great shot with your child, taking your pictures of your child in the sunflower. I say it's a sunflower forest because it really is. There it is. Perfect photo ops for the Sunflower Festival. Really, really pretty. So a lot of pictures taken, about 550,000 sunflowers in this area. It's one of 2 sunflower festivals held in Japan. The other one is held in July in Kurihara. But they have all kinds of things going on at this sunflower festival. You can purchase fresh cut sunflowers as well. Get your photo taken in a field of sunflowers. I just thought it was so pretty. I had to share it with you. Just imagine standing there in that field. There's something about sunflowers that brings joy. It's happiness and joy. I saw you. I see you, Glenn, coming in with your 2 Australian dollars. Happy Monday, working and listening in today. Excellent. Maybe you get that kitchen finished today. What do you think? Hope the camping trip was amazing, and thank you for the contribution. Really appreciate that. All right, we'll move forward. I saw this story about finger wrestling. Here in Petaluma, we're technically the wrist wrestling championship place of the year of the world. This is where the wrist wrestling championships are held. I don't know if you knew that. There's a little statue downtown with some wrist wrestling going on. This is not that. This is finger wrestling. They do it in Bavaria. Imagine how strong your fingers need to be. My finger would probably snap under the pressure. It's the 65th German Finger Wrestling Championships. 150 competitors tested the strength of their fingers. The contest goes like this. You've got 2 competitors per round. They sit on opposite sides of a table and they link their middle fingers with a leather loop. And then they try to pull one another to their side of the table. Whoever has the strongest finger. Matches range from a few seconds to nearly 1 minute long with this battle underway. Finger wrestling originated in the Alpine region, remains popular across Bavaria. There were 150 competitors in this weekend's championship. I don't know who won. Oh, Ferdinand Seitz was named the champion in the senior category. He told Euronews, "The pain is excruciating." And still he did it. And he has very strong fingers. Finger wrestling. I got this story from Kathy O, who just sent it in today, and I really appreciate it. We have some utensils, the kind you throw away, disposable utensils that are made of some kind of starch, but they don't change the way your food tastes at all. And they're supposed to be biodegradable, and you pay a little more for them, but it's better than throwing away plastic forks and spoons if you needed to use a disposable fork. We don't use them often, but they're here. What if your disposable silverware utensils were made from sugar and they just dissolved after you were done with them? Oh, interesting. I wonder if it would change the way your food tasted, though. These objects you see on your screen are all solid objects made of sugar that dissolved after they were discarded. Hmm. And we know we need this. We know we need to have these biodegradable options. 300 million tons of plastic are produced every 12 months. And instead of that figure dropping, it's only increasing. I thought we were supposed to be moving in a better direction, everybody. Half of this is single-use plastic, and in the United States alone, 40 billion pieces of plastic cutlery are discarded every year after a single use. So this is a big environmental issue. And now plastic alternatives are coming to market. Some of them are flimsy, some are difficult to produce, so there's constant development about sustainable alternatives. The cornstarch-based packing, that's the one I have over here. It mimics single-use plastic wrapping, but if you douse it in water, it dissolves and leaves no polluting trace behind. That's the packing. I think the utensils are a little bit thicker. Some utensils are based on sugar polymers, but they say using sugar alone can be pretty tricky because sugar-based materials tend to dissolve in water, which makes them excellent from a biodegradable standpoint, but not so good if you want to produce tools that are constantly in contact with liquid. If you need a spoon or a fork, this type of thing. But there's one type of sugar called isomalt. Isomalt, which is a sugar substitute, if it's one of the sugar replacements that has no effect on blood sugar levels. And it's also one of the things that bakers use to create decorations for desserts. It's brittle and it melts. But they wanted to see if there was an ability to make it somehow sturdier. So they looked at wood based additives, heating up isomalt until it became a liquid, then adding either cellulose or cellulose and sawdust or wood flour to produce three different materials. And then they used commercial plastic manufacturing equipment to turn the resulting mixture into various objects. So you can see here they made saucers, geometrical objects, a chess piece. All of them were harder than plastic, but still lightweight. They still dissolved in water, too. Researchers coated them with a food grade shellac and cellulose acetate, after which they withstood being submerged for 7 days. They said if you wanted to dissolve the objects faster, all you would need to do is break them and allow the water to infiltrate the material. They also said there's another advantage too, that these objects can be repeatedly crushed and dissolved and recycled and made into new objects. So the resulting objects are just as strong and durable as the original ones were. Will it become commonplace? Utensils made of sugar? Depends on whether it's affordable to make and whether they can scale the process down. They say plastic is still very cheap and the market favors the products that are dominating. So they keep pumping out plastic. But they say as more and more countries are implementing plastic taxes or bans, this type of material, a sugar substitute, could become favored much faster. So our cutlery could soon be made from a durable, sustainable sugar and wood powder. And that would be interesting. Thank you to Kathy O for sending the story. I have a story about microflyers. They're tiny. Look how small they are compared to this coin. They're powered by sound waves. New microflyers could help engineers build miniature vehicles that don't require batteries and they don't require engines. The engineers recently discovering a way to power tiny drones and robots with sound waves. There's a study on this in the journal Science Advances. The phenomenon that is based on in physics is called the Helmholtz resonance or wind throb. And it happens when air trapped in a cavity oscillates back and forth in response to airflow, like when you blow air across the opening of a glass bottle. That low hum, that's the oscillation becoming amplified at certain frequencies. So these researchers looked at how they could use Helmholtz resonance to move objects. So when sound waves enter these cavities, the moving air is forced out as a concentrated jet. At the same time, the incoming airflow is more spread out. And that imbalance creates a net force in one direction. And that allows researchers to design objects that could be propelled by sound. And they did. They said, instead of pushing devices around with sound waves, we have created acoustic resonators tuned to harness sound at specific frequencies to generate directional thrust and controlled motion. The work shows the feasibility of transforming a simple, cleverly designed mechanical piece into robotic matter. They printed a series of cavities in different shapes and sizes and materials to see which ones generated the greatest thrust or forward movement. Then they printed miniature boats equipped with up to 3 resonators tuned to different frequencies and aimed in a specific direction. And they said by changing the frequency coming from a speaker, the researchers could steer the boat around obstacles in a small pool. They developed a fully integrated, remotely controlled boat, and they programmed it to trace letters, the letters of their university's acronym, EPFL. They are from the, let's see if I wasn't going to say it because I'm going to mess up the name of this university. It's in France, and let's see if I can get the name of it. I have just a moment ago. France's École Polytechnique Fédérale de Lausanne. EPFL, that's the university where the study was done. They said if you're looking at these robots and you're thinking they're already tiny, they could get even smaller. The concept is compatible with further miniaturization, enabling advanced designs that could push the boundaries of robotics and aeronautics, according to one of the study's authors. They think future designs could build multiple sound responsive structures into one flexible device, allowing specific parts of the device to move, bend, or vibrate, and potentially leading to aerodynamic robotic devices that can change shape in response to sound. Wow, the future is here. Microflyers moving with sound. That's wild. I don't know if we've done this story or not. I don't think we did. So let's do it just in case we haven't done it. We've talked about the bears, the Fat Bear Week. Well, now we have the Fat Marmot Week. They're doing it. They've got the marmots in there, and the marmots are, they need to get theirs too. They're hungry. I think I have it. There it is, a yellow-bellied marmot. They're kind of cute. I mean, I wouldn't want one at my house, but they're kind of cute. Here he is. Yeah, he's out there trying to gain some weight, and you can vote for your favorite. It's all about raising money for the marmots. These marmots are transforming in the summer. Long days, warm weather, and outdoor adventures are perfect opportunity. This in this marmot life, the summer is a season for yellow-bellied marmots to get really, really, really fat, and their lives depend on it. The Rocky Mountain Biological Laboratory Marmot Project is spreading their knowledge about these species' annual weight gain. They've got the Fat Marmot Week, just like they do in the Katmai National Park with the Fat Bear Week. And you can go online and you can vote for your favorite chunky marmot Monday, August 24th through Friday, August 28th. So this week only, vote for your favorite marmot. The competing marmots are identified via non-toxic fur dye and include some creative names, including Citroën, Stonehenge, and Dan's Hat. The researchers that are behind this, that study the marmots, say this is really important to give them a window into the health of high alpine ecosystems. They live in the Rocky Mountains, the Intermountain West, and California Sierra Nevada, and the White Mountains, and are hibernators. So once they check out for the winter, they don't wake up until the spring. Their body temperatures and metabolism plummet. Their heart rate drops to just a few beats per minute. And they they're asleep. So they need the fat that they're building up right now. That's why they inhale as much grass and as many wildflowers as they can. And they can actually double their body size. Amazing. And now you can figure out which one does it best. The winner to be announced August 29th. So you can see which one is the chunkiest of chunks. I think I can put a link in the chat. I'll do that right now. So if you wanted to vote for your favorite marmot, you could do it. Here you go. Fat Marmot Week. Vote away. There it is. I think the link went in. All right. Okay. Shall we do it? I think we shall. It is time for Hide in Your Cave Monday. And boy, do I need hiding today. But I will tell you this. I looked at this website and I was in awe of the amazing caves. And also I thought, these really look like, it looks like it's fake. This looks like AI generated caves. I don't know if it is, but I was very surprised. So I looked up the best or the top caves in Delaware. thinking to myself, we haven't been to Delaware. There might be some cool caves to look at. So, I always try to find the best ones. I don't think there's this many awesome caves in Delaware. And they all kind of started looking the same, which is why I think they might be fake. Now, they might not be fake. I can't tell. So I just want to put that caveat out there. Here's the first one. Okay, that's in Delaware? What? Oh, that Moroccan mint tea is amazing. Yeah, that's in Delaware. This is Hobie's Cave, a highlight for divers. Renowned for its intricate tunnel systems and crystal clear waters, it's home to more than 50 species of fish, including the bluegill and the elusive channel catfish. This is a serene view showcasing the underwater beauty of Hovey's Cave, Hovey. Is that real? I don't know. That's almost too perfect of a cave. I mean, I still look at this cave and think to myself, I might like to be cruising through there on a little kayak. Check out the next one. You tell me, is it AI or is it real? Here's the next one. What? That's in Delaware? Stop it right now. Bowers Beach Cave, called a hidden gem for its stunning limestone formation and impressive geological structures. Divers can see glowing algae that lights up the cave, providing a surreal underwater experience. Limestone formations illuminated by natural light in Bowers Beach Cave. I don't believe them. I don't think this is in Delaware. I could be wrong. I'm willing to accept wrongness. Why is it now everything on the internet, you look at it with a askance, like a side eye? Is that really real? Here's number 3 on the list. Check out this one. What? It's almost so perfect, the pool in front, that it looks nearly man made. This is called Cedar Swamp Cove, catering to both beginners and seasoned divers with depths that are manageable for novices. Also, a popular training ground with dive clubs for those just starting out. And there's the entrance of Cedar Swamp Cave, framed by vibrant foliage. Uh, hmm. See, we get into it, and I'm thinking it's fake. Again, it doesn't take away any of the beauty for me and the fact that I would definitely go into that cave to check it out. Here's another one on the list. It's called the Red Clay Creek Cave. I mean, look at the formation of those rocks. That's too perfect. AI. Located along the Red Clay Creek, this cave features unique rock formations and an underwater spring where adventurers can explore multiple passages, making it a diverse site for exploration. The cave, noted for its robust biodiversity, hosting species like minnows and darters. The striking waters of Clay Creek glisten under the refracted light. Hmm. Now, if you weren't sure and you thought, well, maybe they're real, could be, I don't know. Take a look at this next one. I think I think this next one really looks fake. That's called the Trap Pond Cave, which is supposed to be a biodiversity hotspot. Trap Pond. Here's how it looks. It almost looks like I don't know, undersea, beautiful. I don't know. I don't think it's true. I like it though. Pond Cave, called a biodiversity hotspot with thriving underwater ecosystems, various species of fish and aquatic plants, and divers, it said, can spend hours exploring this vibrant environment. And here's some underwater scenes from Trap Pond Cave. No way, Jose. Not even a little bit. Here's Brandywine Springs Cave. This one actually looks like it could be real. I don't think it is, but it could be. Here's Brandywine. Brandywine Springs Cave combines history and underwater exploration. As you navigate through its winding tunnels, you can spot historical artifacts that date back to the 1800s that remain visible in Brandywine Springs Cave. Mm. Not a picture of the next one. It's the Indian River Inlet Cave. And first of all, for such a tiny state, who knew that Delaware would have so many caves, allegedly? Here's the Indian River Inlet Cave, or at least the area where it's said to be located. It is an area where divers encounter diverse underwater landscapes. Several entry points lead to unique experiences with rocky outcrops and schools of fish, making this site compelling. The inviting waters at the Indian River Inlet reveal exciting underwater exploration and opportunities. Next one is called the Mason-Dixon Cave. I think they maybe should change the name of it. But here it is. And it looks a little spooky. Too perfectly spooky. The Mason-Dixon Cave presents a challenge with narrow passageways. It is not for beginners. Skilled divers enjoy the rewards of exploration, including stunning geological structures. Yeah, very narrow passageways to kind of squish your way through. The next one is called the Cave of the Winds. I'm taking votes. Is it AI or is it not AI? The Cave of the Winds. This one lives up to its name with powerful currents and beautiful rock formations. Divers say they also often see large schools of fish swimming against the rushing waters here. What you're looking at is sparkling waters rushing through the Cave of the Winds, creating dramatic views. This next one, AI-ish though it may be, is called the Nameless Cave. Either it's AI or we have to get to Delaware immediately. Look at that. Nameless Cave, unique for its stunning underwater scenery that remains far off the radar. Well, it doesn't look underwater to me. The cave's unmarked entrance keeps its beauty secret, making it a special find for adventurers and divers. Here's the understated entrance to the Nameless Cave, enveloped by a lush greenery. The next one is called the Sussex County Cave. And we're going in. I think you might need to get here by boat if AI is accurate at all. Here it is. That's cool. Known for its controlled environment, Sussex County Cave is great for dive training. The cave is rich with aquatic life, making it both educational and enjoyable for divers. The water's serene. It's a wonderful training ground. The next one is called Killen's Pond Cave. Killen's, Killens. And I don't know, you guys. Killen's looks awfully fake. I mean, maybe it's the lily pad placement. I don't know. Killen's Pond Cave, easily accessible, perfect for both locals and tourists. The calm waters create a peaceful diving experience highlighted by opportunities for underwater photography. This tranquil underwater world of Killen's Pond Cave bursts with life. Yeah. I think it's fake. It's cool though. Maybe we can imagine ourselves there. Next one is called Crystal Cave. Come on. Crystal Cave in Delaware. Okay. If this is in Delaware, I'll be shocked. What? Crystal Cave, renowned for its spectacular stalactites and well lit environment, divers can easily navigate while enjoying breathtaking views of this natural wonder. Here you see the dramatic stalactites and stalagmites, a prominent feature in the Crystal Cave, which, by the way, looks kind of similar to our first cave. There's crystal and there's hoveys. So, I don't know. I don't think I'm buying what they're selling. This next one is called the Sweetwater Cave. And perhaps it looks a little more realistic. It does have some beautiful water. Here's Sweetwater Cave. See what you think of this one. Are they all fake? There's Sweetwater Cave. With a mystical experience, tranquil waters that mirror the cave's crystalline formations, making it a perfect spot for peaceful diving. Sweetwater Cave emanates serenity with its calm waters and glimmering formations. And it's very similar to the next one on the list, which is called Long Neck Cave. So there's Sweetwater, and here is Long Neck Cave. Tell me how similar you think these are. Sweetwater? Long Neck. Uh-huh. Long Neck Cave invites divers to explore its relaxed environment near tranquil waters. This cave is home to various aquatic habitats, allowing for close encounters with local wildlife, including turtles and frogs. The entrance to Long Neck is embraced by inviting landscapes. I don't know. This next one is called the Bear Trap Cave. And Bear Trap Cave is supposed to be an adventure seeker's dream. Here's a picture of Bear Trap Cave. It doesn't look super inviting. I'll say that. Bear Trap Cave is an adventure seeker's dream featuring narrow openings and winding turns. The layout challenges divers, making navigation a thrilling experience. I don't see a lot of water there. The textured walls of the Bear Trap Cave tell stories of time and exploration. Okay. Yeah. I will say this about these caves. They are beautiful, and maybe, even though they may or may not be real, could spark your imagination, which is why I decided let's take a look at them anyway. Here's Pine Tree Cave. Very similar to Long Neck and what's the other one? Sweetwater. There's Sweetwater, there's Long Neck, and now we have Pine Tree. Pine Tree Cave enchants divers with stunning light filtering through the water, making it a picturesque diving site. Not only is it scenic, but is rich in biodiversity. And here, dappled light creates a magical atmosphere inside of Pine Tree Cave. Uh-huh. The next one is called Shellfish Cave. True to its name, Shellfish Cave is a vibrant underwater ecosystem, and it is said to be home to various creatures, although they all look the same to me. There they are. Come on, really? Shellfish Cave. Various shellfish species like clams and oysters live here, and you can observe these unique creatures in their natural environment. This underwater life teeming with shellfish highlights the diversity of Shellfish Cave. The next one is called Hurricane Cave. And I will say this, I think AI has created a beautiful picture here. Hurricane Cave. It almost looks like ice or Water frozen in time? Hurricane Cave. Known for its powerful currents and its chaotic formations, skilled divers thrive in these conditions, experiencing the exhilaration of rushing water. The dynamic currents in Hurricane Cave create an exhilarating diving environment. Yeah, okay. I will say for this next one, it's called Moonlight Cave. This is kind of the stuff of dreams. You think about stumbling on a cave and the view you have as you come into this cave. Moonlight Cave, this one does it for me, I would say. This is the pinnacle of cave pictures. Moonlight Cave, all at once beautiful and creepy and likely fake. Moonlight Cave gets its name from the mesmerizing light reflections in the water. Divers find the ambiance captivating, making for a magical diving experience. And if maybe you were not impressed enough by the moon, well, what about Starlight Cave? Maybe you want to see stars and not the moon. Well, Delaware, it turns out, has that too, because this is Starlight Cave. Oh, that's nice. We go from moonlight to starlight. Starlight Cave with star-like formations both on land and underwater. Star Cave provides a stunning backdrop for divers, the unique geological features making every dive a memorable adventure. And Star Cave showcases sparkling waters filled with intriguing formations. So it goes on and on and on and on and on with a they've got a waterfall cave, they've got an Emerald Isle cave. I have to show you the Emerald Isle cave because this one, I mean, if you were on the fence about whether these are fake or not, I think Emerald Isle cave really takes the cake. Here's an emerald. No, remember, all of these are supposed to be in Delaware. There's Emerald Isle cave. Boasting of vibrant underwater plant life and stunning rock formations, divers can enjoy an immersive experience filled with colorful views and thriving ecosystems as Emerald Isle Cave bursts with life, offering a colorful diving adventure. Sure, it does. Yeah. This article wraps up by saying, Delaware's underwater caves are waiting to be discovered, from the clarity of Hovey's Cave to the historical tales within Brandywine. Each dive presents unique experiences. I don't think so. I'm calling baloney. They say Delaware might be small, but packs a punch when it comes to underwater explorations. These are the 25 best cave dives in Delaware, each paired with a stunning image that captures their beauty. I feel like no, this is not true. But also, it was kind of fun to look at the pictures. Let me see what you guys are thinking. I see repeatedly, says Hilo Karen, that there's only one cave or less than 10 at any rate in Delaware. Right. Tesla de Paris, I hope Dreamscape is paying attention to this show. Reminds me, says teacher Lori, of 60s and 70s album covers. It's funny. Yeah. Uncle Jim, spoiler from Wikipedia, the Beaver Valley Rock Shelter Site is the only formally recognized cave in the state of Delaware. Hey, Uncle Jim, come on now. KWAL magazine, it's KW Adventure and Lifestyle magazine. They say there are 25 amazing caves. I mean, look at them all. All of them. Come on, Uncle Jim. Don't you want this to be real? I want it all to be so real, Uncle Jim. Let's all go to Delaware. I think we'll be looking for these caves for a really long time. It's so funny. But again, I will say they are cool looking. Thank you for doing the research. Yeah. AI, thank you very much. Looks like an AI oil painting, says Wes. It sure does. Love the pine trees, prefer the redwoods. Zero Sum says if someone doesn't have talent to draw paint and they can't come up with it on their own, they use photos. So they use photos of actual places. Oh, yeah. Mm-mm. Looks better than a fancy hotel room. I'd stay there, says Maud. Hi, Maud. Most digital artists, says Zero Sum, can't create the general framework. They start off with a real template and start overlays and manipulate it. Should say somewhere on the photo or the site if AI generated or enhanced. Sometimes you have to dig down. I didn't see that anywhere on this website that it said these were AI generated. I mean, it's obvious, but I didn't see it. No. There's no like little asterisk that says we faked it all. Nope. But again, okay, so we know it's not in Delaware and we know this isn't true. But still, I'll go with the beauty. Even for art's sake. Cedar Swamp. I mean, come on. Bowers. All these. The red clay. The trap pond. There's the Brandywine. They do it well. Whoever did it well. I mean, not well enough to make us believe it, but still pretty good. Maybe you found a cave mentally that you would like to hide in. The nameless cave, perhaps. Yeah. Maybe you found a spot you just like to sit in nature and absorb it all. It's all right if it's fake. We could do a little timeout imagination technique. There's the starlight. There's the moonlight. And that is Hide in Your Cave Monday. Fake though it was, still kind of nice. Thank you everyone for playing along with me on that one. I appreciate it. I think I can throw in one more story. Let's do it. This is going to be a lotto story. I think I have a lotto story for you. But maybe I don't. No, I'm pretty sure I do. This is a hold on, I'm sorry. My apologies. I'm all messed up. This is a spur of the moment lottery purchase in South Carolina. You know, sometimes you just the moment strikes you, right? And though you maybe never buy a lottery ticket, you think to yourself, oh, I'm here. I might as well. South Carolina man said a normal day turned into a lucky day when a spur of the moment lottery ticket purchase got him $200,000. Told the lottery officials he was out at the Circle K when he decided to buy a $5 50 times scratch off ticket. And it turned out to be a $200,000 top prize winner. He said, it was my lucky day. I hoped one day it would happen. The win, he said, came with a big surprise. He said, I'm just blessed. No idea what he's going to do with his 200,000. But when the spirit strikes you, listen, right? Thank you to everyone who contributes to make this show what it is and to keep it going. You have done it for 3 years. Our start date was August 1st, 3 years ago. And here we are, 3 Augusts later, and we're still rolling. Thanks to Glenn for the $2 contribution from Australia. Happy Monday, working and listening, he says. Look at this. Cindy throwing in 10. Rare work at home day. Oh, I love a work at home day. And it's a Monday. You got to stay at home on a Monday. The week is starting well for Cindy. Rare work at home day. Thanks for your relaxing stories and for the caves. Thanks, Cindy. Even though they weren't real today, I hope you enjoyed them a little bit. And thank you for the contribution. Really, really nice of you. You can always throw down a contribution via the super chat, super sticker. And I know it's really nice because it kind of gets you recognized right away because it pops up on the screen. But it truly is the combination of the super chats and super stickers and also the monthly PayPal contributions that really keep this show going. So thank you to everyone who does that. The PayPal information is in everyday show description. The most recent contributors today, Wes contributing to the show, Joyce M, Alicia P, Vicky S, James M. Thank you so much. These are the most recent contributors to the After Party Live. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for doing that. All right, everyone. I hope you have really the best day. I will see you tomorrow on the Mark Thompson Show. Hopefully, we'll have Mark Thompson back with us. And David K. Johnston will be on the Mark Thompson Show tomorrow. So it is going to be a good one. And I hope you will be there for it. But until we meet again, make it the very best rest of your day. Maybe think of a cave or two. A shellfish cave. There you go. Bye, everybody.
The After Party Live would like to thank the following contributors and viewers like you. Okay, I got this message. Any word about how Mark's doing from Uncle Jim? Let me just check my texts. No word yet. He's probably still at the hospital being seen. So, again, I'll let you know when I know. Thank you for asking, Uncle Jim. And throw out some love to Mark into the universe. Thanks, guys. Aw, Teacher Lori, thank you. Thank you, Jen Morgan. Really appreciate the contribution.
Gordon, what? Thank you, Gordon, for the super sticker. Nice. Appreciate it. Well, he got a little lightheaded and had to check out of the show and go to the ER. That's where we are. Yeah, I think we got it. I think I answered it right. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Tila. Karen. Yeah, so far. It was a concerning health moment. I think she took him, but the truth is I'm not sure about that. The message said we're off to the emergency room, so the method by which they got there is, I don't know, unclear. Me too, Rev. Yes, but it was me hosting. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on the Mark Thompson Show fan discussion page. I'll check in and tell you what I know. Aw, thanks, Gordon. I don't think Mark would want you to tone down any jokes, right? Nah. No, thank you. Yeah, it was a surprise. I wasn't really prepared, but you know, we move on. If you go to Facebook, there's a Mark Thompson Show fan discussion page, and I sometimes post there, and I'll probably put an update if I get one.